Hi guys, Trev here, and I'm just doing a lockdown guitar lesson for a song called Frere, Jacques, which is in Guitarist Way Book 2, so you'll need to get that book. Before we do it, I want to do a song above it called Lament Ivana, which is there, and Lament Ivana is a song that I would have to say I've yet to come across a pupil that has enjoyed playing Lament Ivana, because it's really a tricky time where we're learning these new low notes for the first time, and I've taught literally hundreds of guitarists now. No one likes it, so I thought I'd give it a video because I think people don't like it because it's tricky. But so Lament Ivana, before we do Frere, Jacques, which is a little bit more well known, is using some low notes that it's the first time they've been sort of used in the method. So okay, so I'll just put that down because you don't need to see my can you see my thumb? Yeah. Okay, so first of all, a low A note, which is the fifth string. Okay, so I'm calling them low because they sound low, but it's often a little bit confusing because it's kind of the physical top of the guitar really, but it sounds low. Like on a piano, you've got low going that way, so low in sound. So low A, low B is the second fret on that A string, and third fret is a C on the, again, the A string, and then we'll need a D, which is the next string, and then E. So I often call this middle E because it's like in the middle of the guitar, but it's on the D string, second fret, and then F, which is the third fret. So really, before you kind of get stuck into this lesson, you need to be able to play all of those notes fairly comfortably. Okay, so if you can't, just spend a bit of time doing that before getting overwhelmed with the lesson. So if we just try doing it again, A, B, C, D, E, F. Okay, and now I just want to play Lament Ivana through, so I'll try and play it all the way through from start to finish. You'll notice that my fingers are resting there and I'm using my thumb to play it. So when you're playing low notes, you often will use your thumb. Okay, okay, so if we just try, I'll count into a slow 2. 1, 2. So it's a beautiful song. It also says in that little accompaniment box you could play the A minor chord or the D minor chord or the E chord. So if you want to rewind back when I'm playing it and try and strum along with A minor and D minor and E, you can. But I just wanted to do a little video of that song, so do persevere with it please, because Lament Ivana is a really great song for getting used to the lower notes. There's also a few scales which you can obviously do, but for this lesson I want to get cracking with our Frere, Jacques, which is probably one of the ones that is one of the more well-known songs in these books. So let's just try and have a crack at that. So if I just play it first of all, 1, 2, 3, 4. as a repeat as well. So there are a few different things you could do with Frere Jacques. You could play it as a canon or a round. So I could play it and you could start a little bit after me. A couple of notes that you might get stuck on that last line. There's a low G, which is the 3rd fret on the E string, on the fat E string. So that last bit. Da, da, da. Okay, I'm using my thumb. I've seen some students using their fingers for it. Maybe try both. Maybe see if you can do it with your thumb. See if you can do it with your fingers. That would be a good way to sort of get used to different techniques. It's quite strange playing with your thumb on the A, G, or it is for me anyway, because I'm used to playing with my fingers up there. So, or you could do a mix of the two. But anyway, let's do it again. This time I'm going to do a repeat. And if you want to start 2 bars after me, if you know what that means, then you'll have a kind of a nice round sort of sound. It's not a round sound, like a canon or a round. It's the same thing. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and I hope you enjoy that lesson and see you soon.